Scotch man.
Absolutely.
And I've been knowing you long enough to know you don't like but a little bit of ice. You don't like no whole lot of ice. You like a little bit.
I put one more. One.
And I went and got this just for you.
Ooh.
We're drinking Johnny Walker Black, y'all. Mr. Duck is a Scotch drinker.
Yes.
Now, I drink meat, so I don't need none of that. How your day been, sir?
It was pretty good. Can't complain about that.
Hey, my grandfather used to say, complain and don't make people hate to see you coming.
Everybody loves to see me. Absolutely.
You had the work day?
Yes.
How Churchill doing?
Churchill is great.
Tell everybody about Churchill.
Well, everybody that don't know Churchill is one of the number one cigar spots in Jackson, I would say. Nice laid back spot. You can come have a good time. You can always have a little music, a little dance, a little party, a little drink.
Yeah.
Definitely a little smoke.
Churchill Cigar Shoppe on Lakeland in the same parking lot as Smithville State. What's the physical address, Mr. Duck?
1198 Lakeland Drive. We're directly across from the Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and Crawdad Hole.
And Crawdad.
And the Crawdad Hole. You might not know what Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame is, but most of us know what the Crawdad Hole is.
Absolutely.
You know, so we're going to get into this podcast. We got our drinks pulled up. Mr. Duck, we're going to sit down and we're going to do some bar talk.
All right.
That work for you?
Let's do it.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Drinkslinger Presents Bar Talk. Today I got Mr. Duck with me, Anthony Duckworth, one of my closest friends and personal mentor. How you doing today, sir?
Everything's great.
Everything's great. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. How your day was?
The day was pretty amazing.
Productive?
Yeah. If it was any better, it'd be two of me.
They get on your nerve at work?
All the time. But you know, that's part of life.
How your Thanksgiving was?
Thanksgiving was Thanksgiving. Being grateful for just being here.
Okay. We can all attest to that. We could have not had Thanksgiving this year. A lot of people didn't make it, but we here.
Absolutely.
That's way better than the alternative.
Absolutely. We vertical.
Yes, sir. How you like the scotch?
It's great. Thank you.
You know, I got that Johnny Walker Black just because I know you a Scotch man.
I appreciate it.
I know you like the Johnny Walker Black on Tuesdays at the call.
All day.
All day. At Last Call Sports Bar and Grill on Old Square Road on Tuesday, they have Johnny Walker Black for $7 a shot. It is worth going because they give you a nice firm pour. They pour like grown men, don't they?
Absolutely.
And grown women.
You gotta be a grown man now.
Yeah. So speaking of Last Call, and not just Last Call, what makes a good bar experience for you when you go out, sir?
A bartender that's attentive. In other words, paying attention to detail. And paying attention to detail meaning that if you may start out to be my bartender and I told you I want 3 rocks and you just happen to have to leave and go somewhere and somebody else take over, they should be notified that when you call him up, he want 3 rocks.
They're an extension of you.
Absolutely.
Don't start me off, but because you get off at 5:30 and somebody else coming on, just be like, go, I'm gone. I can't wait to get out of here.
Absolutely. I hate that. I hate that. So that's the biggest thing for me. You know, just pay attention. You don't have to babysit me. You just have to make sure you pay attention to what I like, and what I like is what I like. And that's what makes you come back over and over again because that person pays attention to what you like.
You like the way you get treated at the establishment, and that will make you frequent the establishment.
Absolutely.
And that's what you call residual business over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, I don't like to wait a long time for my next drink. You know, because I fancy myself a professional drinker, like we all do.
Absolutely.
Once you see me getting low,
Pull up.
You don't got to ask me if I want another one. I'm in here 4 days a week. I ain't never challenged you about my tab.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been like, D-minute, carry the one. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do that.
Whatever you tell me, I believe you. You the only motherfucker ain't been drinking.
Right. We hope.
Now, Earlier we talked about Churchill Cigar Shoppe. Mr. Anthony Duckworth is one of the owners of Churchill Cigar Shoppe on Lakeland. Tell us the physical address again.
It's 1198 Lakeland Drive.
And if you're from the Tri-County area, it's in the same parking lot as Smith-Will Stadium. Y'all have a bar inside of there, correct?
Absolutely.
How do you and the other managers and owners teach y'all bar staff how to engage with the customers, especially the cigar smokers? You know, cigar smoking and drinking goes hand in hand.
Hand in hand. The thing about that is, at Churchill it is BYOB, but at the end of the day, when somebody walk in with their bottle, the first thing my bartenders do is make sure that they either want a glass of ice or don't want a glass of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you drink yours neat, so all you need is a glass.
I just need the glass.
Like me, I might want 3 rocks, so I need 3 rocks. So it's basically inquiring to that person what they need. And the thing about it also is, now some nights we're busy, so you gotta understand when you're busy, it goes to a different level. But you should be attentive to that person within the first, to me, I say 10 seconds of them walking through the door. And if they sit down, if they sit down, hey, how you doing? If you busy, hey, I'll be right back with you in a few minutes. Making them feel at home, making them feel like we know that you're here.
Yeah.
Cause nobody want to walk around aimlessly and nobody said anything to them.
It's like Norm and Cheers.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows your name.
Absolutely. You walk through that door, somebody's gonna greet you in some kind of way. And if I know your name, I'm like, hey, Mr. Harris, how you doing?
Yeah. That's how you make friends.
Absolutely.
I tell people all the time, never say you're a regular at a bar to try and garner some type of favoritism. If you're a regular, you don't have to say that. I know who you are.
Absolutely.
If you're a regular, if you come in here 2 to 4 days a week, I know who you are. You don't have to convince me with words.
Absolutely. Or if you come every week, you can come once a week. Because basically, say for instance, like last call, they're basically on just Tuesday. But when I walk through the door, the bartender knows me. She automatically grabs the Johnny Walker Black. She pours my drink. By the time I get to the bar, my drink is sitting there.
You can see all this happening as you come through the front door and you're approaching the bar.
Absolutely.
How does that make you feel?
Pretty good.
It makes you feel
kind of important.
Yeah. It makes you feel special.
Everybody looking around.
Cause look, I challenged the guy one time. He was being very rude with me one night.
Mm-hmm.
The next time he came in, he walked to the bar and he was like, "What's up?" I said, "Hello, sir. How are you?" I got real professional with him.
Mm-hmm. He
stood there about 6-7 minutes. He said, "You got me coming?" I said, "Sir, what would you like?" He said, "Man, you know what I like." "Sir, man, I'm busy. What would you like?" "Okay." "Sir, what can I get for you?" "Man, you know, I drink the same thing every time I come here." "Man, I work here, man. There's so many people in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember you from the next guy." Because he was rude to me, I took it upon myself to not treat him like a player the next time he came in. Because I didn't want him to feel, I wanted him to feel how I felt when you were rude to me. So even though I know what you drink every weekend, you got 6 people with you. And you walked in here trying to be the man. I have the autonomy to stop that, depending on how I feel.
Absolutely, but it's still in a professional.
And still maintain my professionalism.
Absolutely.
I did nothing wrong. I just didn't give you the graces or the courtesy. Yeah. I was trying to be polite. I didn't give him the player treatment. Hey, watch how you handle your bartender.
Absolutely.
We know your girlfriend and your wife.
Right. And those are important factors because I mean, if you're rude, then they tend to not give you that attention, and you can't be mad about it because at the end of the day, you set the tone. So you set the tone for how the bartender is going to treat you.
Yeah, and I tell people, running a tab is a privilege.
Absolutely.
I don't know you. I can make you pay for every single drink one at a time. It's a privilege for me to run you a tab on behalf of the establishment, because this is not my liquor.
Right.
You have to have a certain amount of candor. You have to carry yourself a certain type of way to earn their respect. What do you think about that?
I think that's said very professionally. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know them, then why all of a sudden gonna let you run a tab?
Yeah.
And then sometimes, even if you know them, that's the one you don't want to run.
I know I don't want to let you run a tab.
Right. But Ricky, you're right. It is a privilege, and I mean, those are privileges that comes with a person that comes in, like I said, respectful. Well, you know, I have guys that come in, they buy a beer, and they pay for it on their credit card. And they come out there and want another beer, they pay for it on their credit card. And I be like, brother, I want to tell you how my system is set up. You just bought two $4 beers back to back. Eventually, my system is gonna throw up a red flag that somebody's using your card.
Yeah.
So, would you like to run a tab, or would you like to just pay for 4 or 5 beers, and when you get them, we'll just bring them?
Because you know your drink habit.
Exactly.
You know that when you go out, you know if you can handle 2 beers or 6 beers.
Exactly.
And if you're comfortable or not, especially it's football season now. If you're here for the duration, just go ahead and buy 6 beers, and we ain't got to keep playing with your card.
Exactly.
Now, Capital One ding in your phone,
And they canceling the card.
and I definitely don't want to give you 4 beers and not get my money.
Absolutely. So those are the definitions of basically when you have privileges of doing stuff, and there's different ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like if I'm gonna have 4 Johnny Walker Blacks, I'm like, man, can I just pay you for the 4 Johnny Walker Blacks now?
Yeah, let's run my card one time.
Cause this happy hour, that means don't get 2 now, and when the other one comes, we'll have 2. But that's 4. That's enough for me today.
Yeah, by the time my 2 hours is up, I'm good. I don't need anything else.
Absolutely. So those are the differences in when you start looking at who you are and what you are when you go out. And you know, and like I said, like you were saying, basically, the way you approach your bartender is the way that you're going to be treated throughout the process. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a good bartender that's being attentive, trying to do what they do, trying to wait on this person, first of all, you have to be patient because that's their job. Secondly, you have to respect what they're doing. You know, and I run a day, even on my day-to-day basis, and I'm not a bartender. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, bro, I understand you're upset, but I have to do things the way they're supposed to be done.
Yeah, and you being upset ain't got nothing to do with my drink. I want 2 cubes of ice.
That's it.
3 is inaccurate. 1
Fair.
is not enough. 4,
2.
you tripping.
Right. And if that glass is full, you can finish strain it off and give it to me neat.
Thank you for chilling it for me.
Right,
but I'm not
right,
gonna just accept anything.
Right, and because you're still spending your money at the end of the day. And then the other thing is this. This is what gives you the best notoriety of hanging out at any bar spot. Don't forget to tip your bartender. You know what I'm saying?
Tipping up.
Stop this $1, $2 tipping thing. You want to spend 50, or you want to tip 2.
Yeah, go on, give me some money.
Yeah, you know, and they working for you.
Go on, I tell people this all the time. When you come to the bar, whether you with the bartender or you in a restaurant with a server or this, when you come to an establishment, I treat men better than their wives.
And you're supposed to.
When you come into a bar, for the duration that you're in there, you have a butler. You can say, hey man, it's cold in here. Will you turn the heat on? Yes, sir. Hey man, I don't want to watch this anymore. Will you change the channel? Yes, sir. I want some wings. I'm going to ring them up, ask you what flavor you want, get you some napkins, and when they get ready, I'm going to go get them and bring them to you.
Absolutely.
You have a butler or maid the entire time you're in the establishment. I'm going to do whatever you ask me to do, and the answer is always yes. I can't say no. Yeah, I need some money for that. I need some money for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It don't even matter if my baby's sick at home. I still got to perform because I'm at work. My mother just passed. I still got to perform.
If I'm at work?
I'm at work.
You gotta work.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you whatever you want.
Even if I gotta give you a fake smile, I'm gonna work.
It's gonna be a smile though. It's gonna be a smile.
Absolutely.
I might not have brushed my teeth this morning because I got in at 4 a.m. and had to be at work at 10.
Right.
But I'm a smile.
That's right. That's professional. And that's all you look for when you go out to a bar. Just the professional atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you spend more money. That makes your drink taste better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you know you getting.
You know what I like about Churchill? Y'all have glasses.
Absolutely.
Y'all have glasses.
Nope. we have cups for those who want to take it out, but we have glasses for those that are connoisseurs of what they do.
Yeah.
Liquor tastes better
In a glass.
Absolutely.
Just like bottled beer versus canned beer. You know, ain't no disputing that. I drink canned beer if we at a pool party. I understand what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't want
It
to
makes
break
sense
no
to me.
glass and get in the pool.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. But now if I'm paying for it, I want some GLASS.
But now we just in the backyard at the barbecue. Ain't no pool.
I want some glass.
We need glass bottle.
Hey, long neck. But like long neck. I don't want no can. I don't want no can.
Absolutely. But you know, so that is that's the bar experience. And so when you deal with that, you just have to understand that these are humans behind that bar. They got human feelings, just like you're human and you got human feelings. So you can't let them clash, because at the end of the day, you got some bars to say, well, I can refuse to serve. So you don't want to get in that category either.
Well, parallel. That wasn't the point. This wasn't the point you were making, but I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
You ever had to cut somebody off at Churchill?
No, because we BYOB. If I was at a bar, I mean, if I was running a bar and we were pouring from behind, there was a lot of them you cut out.
Yeah.
Cause they don't know that they drunk.
So the lack of liability stops y'all from cutting people off. You can, hey, if you don't make it home, that's on you. We ain't serve you shit. You pour it on.
Right. But now on the other hand, if I'm pouring you wine, then I know that after like the third glass, you're at that point. Whether you know you are or not, because wine is.
Because a drunk don't think he's drunk.
And the wine goes to the bloodstream fast. Alcohol kind of lingers on it. But when it gets us, it gets us.
Yeah.
That wine goes straight in there. So if you got a regular bottle of wine, you get about 3.5.
You get 4 glasses.
Yeah.
750 milliliters is 24 ounces.
Right.
That's 4 6-ounce pours.
Okay. So if you done drunk a whole bottle of wine,
Yeah, you in there.
you in there. So you got to know when to say, hey, you might need to drink this water right now.
Yeah.
Get this water.
Yeah, we're going to get you some crack.
Get you some water.
We ain't got no cheese dicks, but I got a bag of dicks and skins in my car. I was going to eat them later, but since you fucked up, I'm going to give them to you.
Right. So, we definitely keep bottled water on tap just in case, and we insisted you drink that bottle of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about Churchill, and I'm not saying this because you're sitting here, sir, this is an honest statement. I've never come in Churchill like some of the other cigar shops and y'all didn't have beer. I've never come in Churchill and y'all didn't have bottled water.
That's true.
I've never come in Churchill with my own bottle and let's just say my lady like whiskey and Sprite. Every time she's ever asked for a Sprite, y'all had Sprite.
Absolutely.
And I think some people get caught up in the cigar culture. People think that the cigars will do it all. Well, the cigars is the baseline. The amenity of having ice, mixers, music,
Absolutely.
and things like that make it worth it for me to come. I can get cigars online.
Absolutely.
I can't fellowship with 13 of my friends online.
Not to have a good time.
Not to have a good time. I don't play video games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't either. So I mean, that's the thing with whatever you offer, you got to make sure you got it.
You got to be consistent with it.
Absolutely.
Don't have me pass by the store on my way to Churchill because I'm gonna get a beer when I get there. Then I get there, you ain't got no beer.
That ain't gonna work.
I like how y'all keep y'all inventory intact. I've never been to Churchill Smoke Shop on Lakeland 1128. 1198 Lakeland Drive in Smithville parking lot. And was disappointed because they did not have something that they offer.
Absolutely.
Now, if I come in there and ask for a Mountain Dew when you ain't got no Mountain Dew, that's on me.
That's on you.
But what y'all offer, y'all always have.
Absolutely.
And I think that is very, very, very important. And I just like to see that in y'all. What year are y'all in now?
5 going on 6. June will be 6.
So you're actually in your 6th year. Because y'all had y'all 5-year anniversary. So that was 5.
Yeah.
So you're in the 6th year.
Right.
See, you don't last 6 years if you don't know what you're doing. Is that a fair statement? Did I represent the shop well right now?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I was just there Sunday and I had a wang dang do all night long.
Yes, we do have a good time on Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's the closing of the week and the beginning of the week. And we
It just depends on how your week was.
Absolutely. We just do it a little different on Sunday. So, we appreciate everybody to come out because you don't have to. But we represent you, and I always hope that you represent us.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody say something bad about Churchill, they don't have to lie.
Absolutely. They have one.
They have done that. Hey, listen, lying come with it.
But get what they said?
They lied on Jesus.
Okay. And he still was okay. Absolutely. So I ain't mad about it at all.
Yeah. So, let me ask you a question. We talked about what we like when we go to the bar. What do you not like when you go to the bar? What gets under your skin?
One is just like what you were saying, I have to wait a long time for my drink. That really irritates me.
That means the server or the bartender is being unattentive.
Exactly. And I can see if you're busy or not. And sometimes you're not. Sometimes you got the phone because these phones have taken over the world. So they down there texting and looking and texting and looking. I'm sitting down here like, can I get a drink?
Yeah.
Then when you finally look up, it's like, oh, I've been sitting here 15 minutes waiting on that drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Only reason I didn't go to the bar is because I didn't want to get up.
Exactly.
But you just hurt your tip.
Exactly.
Server.
So, those are pet peeves that you always have to look for. And this is the other thing to me. And I'm like you, I drink a lot of my liquor neat, but when I do have my cubes in there, or if I do have a rock in there, the other thing that irritates me is when a bartender comes, put my drink down, and don't put me a coaster on my drink.
And you don't like that?
Because I don't like a wet bar.
Yeah.
Because if you sitting there and you put your hands up, now your hands wet, now I'm looking for something to dry my hands off with.
Now just sidebar, I have ball ice. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
As long as I've been knowing you, you like a little ice with your
I do. But the ball don't melt.
I'm gonna give you some ball ice on the next pour. And see, what I just did was I just made him have another drink with me. I'm gonna get him some ball ice so he don't leave and go nowhere and tell nobody the Drinkslinger didn't offer him no ball ice. I got the round ball.
And that don't melt. So it's not like you got a glass full of ice. You just got a cool drink.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily need it. Like now, I had started off with the 3 cubes. Now my glass is cold. So now I just pour. It don't really matter.
Yeah. I was on the telephone with Bishop the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And Bishop took a picture with he got a new fire pit in his backyard.
Okay.
So he took a picture with his glass and his lighter, and he had this, cigar draped across it like that. It was real sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, man, he called my phone. He said, man, the warmth from that fire pit, kind of warmed my liquor up, and I like that. I say, you need some snifters. He said, what? I say, the snifters. He said, I know what they is, but what you talking about? I say, the snifter is designed for you to put your hand up under it and let the heat from your hand warm the whiskey up. He did not know that. And, however old he is, close to 50, I just taught him something, and he been drinking 30 years.
And that's on the same occasion with wine. That's the reason why you don't pour somebody wine and grab it up underneath, because if it's a cool wine, you're going to heat it up.
The glass has a stem on it for a reason.
Absolutely. So, everybody, I hope you learned something new today.
Yeah. The podcast is always informational.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to watch every episode because you're going to learn something every episode. We're not going to give it to you in 15 minutes because, when you talk about the realm of bar experiences, shit, man, a new whiskey and a new vodka come out every 40 minutes.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? There are brands that wasn't around when we were in college and high school. I wasn't drinking in high school. In college and high school. There are so many things now that you like. Because I tell you what I do like. Do you drink tequila?
No.
Okay, I like that. There's a tequila called Dobel. Dobel, Dobel. Man, fantastic.
Nice. Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm not a clear liquor drink at all. And the thing also what you gotta understand is you gotta understand what your limitations are, what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
And it's no different from liquor and cigar. And I tell people all the time, be careful for what you ask for, because when you get it, you might not be able to handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know I can drink scotch. I know I can drink bourbon. No problem.
Hey, you can't smoke a DL 700 because you see somebody else smoking a DL 700.
Especially me.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. And the cat at 500. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Because it's just too rich. It's got too much Lajero, and it's just not what you want.
But you know, everything LFD make is strong. The rep Cameron Calhoun was at the Squire. I told him jokingly, I say the L in LFD stands for Lajero Flor Dominicano.
That's
Everything they make strong.
That's what it does. And actually, they're getting back that the DL700 is getting close to where it was 20 years ago. Because what happened was, it used to be the strongest thing you were going to smoke. And you weren't going to smoke the whole cigar if you wasn't a cigar smoker. But they had a bad crop that came through. And it's taken them this many years for that crop to get back right.
To cultivate that same flavor profile.
Because you have to age their tobacco anywhere from 8 to 10 years. So they now are getting back to where it was. Actually, when I was at the cigar convention, I talked to the owner of LFD, and he was like, you know what? I know you smoke LFD because that's the only way.
You wouldn't have known that.
Exactly. He said that's the only way you would know that cigar changed.
So you went to the IPCPR?
Absolutely.
2019?
Absolutely.
How was it?
It was great. It was great. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's a tiring event. I mean, because you walk all day. It's in the big convention hall, and it's miles and miles and miles of nothing but cigars and nothing but lighters and nothing but cutters. You talking to this one, talking to that one. You got an appointment over here, and then when that appointment over, you got an appointment over there. I mean, you know, that's really why most people now just, if they go, they're going for the relaxation of it, because I can get everything I need offline because they get the same deal.
I tell y'all a true story. First time at the IPCPR in Vegas, I showed up and I'm like, you know, this is my sentiment. Yeah, let's get this party cracking.
Right.
So I get a cigar, you know what I'm saying? I'm smoking it. I'm about an inch in, and it's just now starting to open up. I'm like, yeah. Jeff Groover. It's groovy, baby.
That's my guy.
Jeff Groover comes and he's like, hey, smoke this. And I'm looking at this cigar like, shit, this a whole fucking cigar. Like, what I don't do it.
Put that down.
Like, put that down. I'm like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Can I get my butterfly cut and like clip it and like, dude, like put the motherfucker down. Like, ain't nothing but it hit my cigar.
Right.
So I reluctantly put it down. And I'm like, then I light up the cigar that he gave me, and I'm like, same thing all over again. Man, we moved to the next booth. Put that down. Get a cigar. We moved to the next booth. Put that down.
Because you know, they don't want you smoking somebody else's cigar
in their booth
because they're trying to promote their product. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same way it is at a bar. A bar don't want you bringing your own liquor in there to sell liquor.
Yeah. You can't sit in Popeyes and eat Wendy's.
That's my point exactly. So, you know, when you do what you do it out of respect and you do it out of etiquette, because there's an etiquette to everything you do. So when you do it with style, you do it with class, and when you understand that, then you look like, okay, this is the guy.
It's called gentlemanliness.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's a word.
Well, we just made it one.
Yeah, that's my Jesse Jackson rendition.
Okay.
We gonna jog a ties on Washington.
Right. So, you know, it's a great event. I mean, you know, and most people won't understand if you're not in the cigar world. But I'm telling you that, like he said, I mean, you can smoke 50 cigars in a day, but you're not only smoking 50 cigars, you only really maybe have an equivalent of smoking 3.
Yeah.
Because
you're never gonna finish one.
Exactly.
You're never gonna finish one. But that was my first time. I know better now that I'm older.
Right,
but
right.
my first time at the IPCPR, I was just overwhelmed. But I had a great time.
Oh yeah,
So let's talk about this. What were you drinking in Vegas? Because Vegas is known second to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas is the drink
capital,
prince of the world.
Right. So
New Orleans is the king. Vegas is the drink prince of the world. What did you drink while you were in Vegas and you were at the cigar convention?
When I was at the convention, of course I went to the Rock Hotel and they had scotch on tap. So I drank a little scotch, of course, without a shadow of a doubt. And they sit there, had a shoe shine person there shining your shoes while they sitting there, showing you cigars and stuff. Now once I left, of course I went to the Davidoff Geneva bar.
We went there.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Let me tell you.
The round?
I'm a bartender, right?
Right.
So most of my suits are black.
Of course.
This was 2018. It wasn't 17. It was 2018. I went to the IPCPR and they had an all-white party at David out Geneva.
All you had was black.
All I had was black. I'm walking around an all-white party, black on black on black on black. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And shout out to Gary Calhoun. Hoonrod22 on Instagram. Gary Calhoun was such a gentleman to me. He was like, "Oh man, big dog, don't worry about it, you and me." And I was like,
absolutely. But that's a great place because they was actually having that. The year I went was not 19. The year I went was 19, 18, 17, 16, well 15. That's when the bar first opened up. They was having that grand opening. And me and a friend girl of mine was coming out of the mall right behind that.
yeah.
So we said, well, we're going to go to the cigar bar and we're going to smoke, drink, have a little something before we go back to the room. So they had it roped off. The guy said, well, we got a private party night, only VIPs can come in or whatever like that. And I was like, man, I'm glad you told me because, I'm not from here. I just wanted to come in, have a good time, whatever. You look around, man, come on, man.
You see, that's what happened to me in 17. Like the shop I was participating with, had VIP status.
Right.
So they let me in because I am who I am.
Right.
But I was totally inappropriate.
Exactly.
I got on black on black on black.
But they understand that everybody's not from there. Everybody don't know what the lingo is, so they're not gonna tax you on that.
They were very kind to me. They were very kind to me. And I tell people all the time, one thing about liquor and one thing about cigar culture, a stranger will be kinder to you than somebody you've known for 10 years.
Absolutely. Because
Brothers of the Leaf.
We're not strangers when we got these and we got this. We can all sit down and relate to each other about life. And you could be a garbage man and I could be a Wall Street executive, but we still smoke cigars. So what's the conversation?
My buddy Bruce, he's a DEA agent. Bruce and his wife took a trip to Paris, and then they left Paris and went to Greece. But he said over there, he went into the humidor at one cigar shop, and he says when the guy rung him up, he took his band off. So Bruce was standing there like, hey man, what you doing? And the guy said, hey man, we just smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently in their culture, I've never been there, but apparently in their culture, when you buy a cigar, you purchase it with the band on it just so you know what you're getting.
Right.
But once they ring it up, they take the band out because the dollar amount is not important.
Doesn't matter.
You got a cigar,
Right.
I got a cigar, we smoking cigars.
So what
Only you know you got a David Off.
Right.
Only you know you got a room
So in
101.
other words, you don't have room for cap.
You don't, you can't do that.
Yeah. See, people like to cap,
Yeah.
and that's not important. It's what.
I wish they take label off liquor, because I know a bunch of people drink a lot of liquor that's not good because it's expensive.
It costs us expensive, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is this. It's all about your palate. And your palate, when we was young, we drank because We drank.
We saw grown folk do it. We were trying to be
We
grown.
didn't know no different. You know,
Headache in the morning.
Dog, twin, night
Boom,
train.
fall.
Yeah, we didn't know no better.
Cisco, Thunderbird.
Now, you drink according to your palate.
You drink quality.
And you know what your palate likes. And when I see somebody offer me something that I know is not going to be equivalent to my palate, I can graciously say, no thank you. And I'm good with that.
You know what? And with that being said, I'm going to tell you something that I do. I agree with you, and I'm the same way in most settings. The only way I amend this is if I'm at somebody's house. I always drink with the house man. So let's just say you and I riding together. You say, hey man, I'm going to swing over my buddy Jack house. Mm-hmm. If I get there and Jack is drinking Anzac, and I don't drink Anzac, I have one with Jack. Now I'm not going to swallow it fast. I'm not going to have 2 or 3. I'm going to casually, because I'm not going to offend him. I drink with the house man.
Because he offered it.
Because he offered it to me.
Absolutely.
I drink with the house man.
But the way I won't drink with the house man is he drinking white liquor. Can't do it.
And I don't drink Jim Beam white label.
I don't either.
I don't drink that shit for free.
Nope.
The white label Jim Beam,
nope.
I don't give a fuck.
That's headbanging boogie.
Man, I could be at Peter and Paul house. Like, if it's a requirement to get through the heavenly gates, I might take a nip. But now, just because it's offered to me, Solomon can't give me no Jim Beam white label for nothing.
So, I mean, like I said, it's all about knowing what your requirements are and what your palate is and what you like and what you don't like. Some people like polo. I don't have to wear name brand clothes.
I'm from Mississippi. I saw that cotton grow up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can wear just a shirt. I'm cool. Yeah. But it don't have to have nobody's name.
Yeah, I've been a Popperson kindergarten. I ain't never need no assistance.
So a lot of people have to have names.
True player for real. X-Puff Daddy.
It's the same way with cigars, First thing a lot of people ask me when they walk in the shop, y'all carry legal provider? No sir, we don't. I mean, you have to have a certain account with them, do whatever. I don't carry legal provider. Everybody else carry legal provider. So if you want a legal provider, you have to go see somebody else. And I tell them that. I said, you go here.
Actually, not everybody else carry legal. There's only one shop in this city that carries legal provider. And they are Drew Estate diplomat account. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in order to be a diplomat account, you must purchase $20,000 worth of inventory a year.
Absolutely.
There is only one shop that I know of in this Tri-County area that has legal providers. But you can go to another shop and they got Roma Craft, and that shop doesn't have Roma Craft.
Right.
Or you can come to Churchill and y'all have cigars that neither one of those shops have.
Absolutely.
So everybody work in tandem. If you are a cigar smoker, you go where the cigars are.
Absolutely. So my thing is this, you don't worry about what other people carry. I carry 450 different faces of cigars. Out of 450 faces of cigars, if I can't put you on something that you like, then you ain't a cigar smoker.
Not at all. You smoke band.
Absolutely.
You looking for a legal provider band.
Right. So now, stepping back to that, let's talk about the Davidoff Geneva. You asked me what I drank when I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, they have every line of Pappy Van Winkle that you can want. So I drank Pappy.
And if you know, you know. And if you know, you know.
Absolutely.
Davidoff and Pappy at the same time. Like Snoop Dogg and Soulja Slim.
Right.
At the same time.
Hell of a combination.
Snoop Dogg and Tupac. Ain't nothing but a gangster party.
Right.
Hey man, that sounds like a wonderful night.
It was.
Davidoff and Pappy.
And see, I won 10 grand when I was in Vegas.
Hey, let me hold some.
That shit big now.
Don't talk to me, you got to pass.
I spent that in Vegas.
Hey, you like
motherfucker.
You like motherfucker come to work on Monday and be like, man, last night my old lady cooked chicken, greens, mashed potatoes,
And
candy
then they bring a
yam,
plate.
macaroni. Like, you got some more left? Oh no, I ate all that.
You gotta have a lunch plate. But you know, I just said, you know, that first time I was there, I balled out like a player, you know, supposed to be, you know, and they were like, well, you know, this drink right here, I got the 26 or 20 something on Macallan. And you're like, well, you know, that's like $45 a shot. One of them was like $65 a shot. Like, bro, I ain't asking how much it was.
Yeah, just give me what I asked for.
That's why I had
I might not live like this every day,
but
today,
today,
just give me what I asked for.
Like, where you from? I said, I'm from the Mississippi.
Not bad for a joke from Mississippi.
They said the Sip. So yeah, that's Mississippi, bro. We get out like that.
Yeah.
So two people from Virginia.
I might piss outdoors, but I ain't country.
Some old country hicks from Virginia. They were like, man, I ain't never drunk scotch before. I said, man, get him over glass. He said, man, you know that's $65 shots. I didn't ask you that. I said, get him a shot.
I don't like bartenders to size me up either.
Right.
So, Mr. Duck, tell me about, I know Sunday is Customer Appreciation Day. Y'all grill every day, but we're going to get to that later. How do y'all do Fridays? And while you get ready to answer, I'm going to show everybody that I got them a ball of ice, because I do have ball ice. I don't want nobody to say they came over Drinkslinger house and couldn't get no ball ice or no block ice, and I'm going to pour them up.
And he covered the bottle.
Cover the bottle.
Cover the bottle.
Yeah, that's how you do that. You cover the bottle.
And you don't have a whole bunch of excess of water because the ball does not melt. It stays in there. It's going to keep your drink cool, which I don't have to have. Most of the time I drink neat like Mr. Harris, but this is a reflection. If you go to a bar and they ask you, they tell you, well, I got a ball, I got a cube, or you can just get regular ice. I prefer the ball even over the cube.
Well, why is that?
Because the ball spins, a cube don't move. Most of the time the cube is big enough, it just stays in one spot.
Yeah.
The ball, when you see what I did there? See how that set down? See how that ball moves?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it. It keeps the whole entire drink cool.
Okay. And especially like if you have a ball and like a square glass.
Exactly.
I mean, not a ball, a cube and a square glass. You basically just filling the liquor up around the circumference of the cube.
Exactly. So that's the other thing you're looking for. You're getting less liquor because the cube takes up more volume. That's really why I'm like you.
Your drink look good.
It looks good.
But ain't nothing there.
Ain't nothing there.
Hey, don't fool me now.
Price.
Don't fool me now.
So, you know, it's like I said, everything that you do, if you learn and you listen, then you know. But a lot of stuff is just learning from trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And most of my trial and error is I just love to drink neat. Because most of the time, you know, when you see me, I'm just drinking neat. I don't do a lot of ice. Because one thing about it, ice is water. Water means what? It's just like drinking beer. First time you go to the bathroom, you go rest of the
Once you crack the seal,
it's a wrap.
You're going to be going back.
It's a wrap. So, you know, we just do it like this. It's sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation piece a lot of times. So, you know, we just do what we do.
Tell me about Friday nights at Churchill Cigar Shoppe at 1198 Lakeland Drive.
Friday night is what we consider our ladies' night. We do free wine, first glass of wine for the ladies, all the way up to 10 o'clock. So when you come in, you can choose your wine. We do the...
Y'all have white and red wine for the ladies?
We have white and red. We do Moscato. We have pink, red, and white Moscato.
Okay.
We also do a Pinot Grigio. And we do a Chardonnay. Then we have the Merlot, the Cab, and the Pinot Noir. So those are your wines that aren't cool. So a lot of people like the dry wine. Those are your dry wines. But if you don't like completely dry, which Merlot is going to be your driest, Cab's going to be your next. Pinot Noir will be for those people who want a dry wine but don't want it real dry.
They don't want it pungent.
Right. Absolutely. So we carry just a slight selection, but we like to focus on the ladies because the ladies...
We don't have an extensive wine selection, but we have enough in each category to accommodate you.
And the red Moscato is the house favorite. and we go through bottles and bottles of those. So when you come through, you like a nice sweet wine, that's your call. And if you don't want to overly sweet, you go to the pink.
Yeah.
The pink is like a blush.
Yeah.
So it takes you right.
Like a Zinfandel.
Absolutely. So that ladies' night is the night that, you know, you come in, you have a great time. We try to focus on you. You know, we have a DJ on Friday nights. So,
Is that every Friday?
Every Friday.
Okay.
We have a DJ on tap.
Same DJ or different DJ?
Most times it's the same one. That's 50-50. He does his thing on Friday night.
Okay.
But we do alternate out. If he can't be there, we can bring
If he got a gig, we just call somebody else. But most of the time it's going to be 50-50.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And he knows what the crowd like, and he pumps it up. We have a great time. We run to 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday and Saturday. Sometimes they run over to 3, just depending on how the crowd is going.
If everybody's having a good time, we'll extend.
We're going to hang in there.
Yeah,
we're going to hang in there. We have been there to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the night, what's going on. But it's basically to focus on the ladies. It's Friday, you done had a long week, you done had to get the kids ready for school, you done had to cook dinner. Hey, come down, let your hair out, get you a glass of wine, and let's do this.
Old man talking about come here.
Yeah, come at God.
Come here. Come here. Hey, I'm trying to sample yours, like a new thing Sling Johnson be saying.
But it's a nice time. I mean, it's grown folks Saturday. You ain't gonna walk in, see nobody with their hands hanging out their butt, no kind of stuff like that.
Oh,
you know, there ain't gonna be no white tees or all that other kind of stuff.
Hats cocked.
Nah,
no flagging.
None of that. It's grown folks setting. It's professional because most of you have a lot of lawyers, doctors, you have nurses, you have, you know,
school teachers, forklift operator, Nissan worker.
It's professional.
Comcast, AT&T.
Everybody got some kind of profession, and nobody want to come in a place where you're going to be harassed.
Subject to harassment.
Right. And if you want to talk to somebody, you can. If you don't want to talk to somebody, you don't have to. You know, but if you feel like you're having a problem, everybody always know who they can call.
Churchill is one of the larger cigar shops in the Tri-County area, possibly the state. Y'all establishment is very, very large.
Yeah, it's the largest.
Y'all have a private room, y'all have the bar area, and then y'all have the space that y'all rent out.
Right.
How many square feet is Churchill?
45.
That's a large space for a cigar shop.
The biggest in the state of Mississippi.
Okay. So I wasn't far off.
Nah, even including the shop on the coast, we're the biggest by square footage.
Yeah.
Of any shop.
But it's big because y'all utilize all the square feet.
Absolutely.
Like, I've been there, you know what I'm saying, repeatedly.
Absolutely. And we rent the room out on different occasions.
Parties.
Birthdays, parties. We had the Shriners in town this weekend. We had 700 of them in town. We accommodated over 500 of them this weekend on Friday and Saturday. You know, because the big room, it holds at least about 300 to 400 by itself.
Yeah.
So then the rest of the bar area, you got 100 here, you got another 100 in the back. I mean, you know.
Y'all have the largest occupancy of any cigar shop in the state of Mississippi.
And we have the largest parking lot of any shop.
That's true too.
So you don't have to worry about parking my car way down the street and walking up.
Around the corner now. When I leave at 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what's around these bushes, what's lurking around this corner.
And we have security.
And y'all have a lit parking lot.
And we have security. So that's the other thing. So your car's safe. You ain't got to worry about all the breaking in and stuff. But plus, it's a state parking lot, so you don't have to worry about that anyway because it's constantly patrolled.
Yeah.
We always have at least one vendor on Friday nights, which is Shine Barbecue. He's there mostly every Friday night. Sometimes one guy steak and chicken is there if he's in town. But you can always have something to eat as well. So that is.
You don't have to leave Churchill and go find something to eat.
Absolutely.
You can eat right there in the parking lot.
Right there in the parking lot. Come on, bring it back inside, sit down, get your eat on, get your drink back on.
Okay, well, now you brought up another point. I frequent Churchill. On Sundays, y'all have Customer Appreciation Day. You yourself or one of the other owners will grill on Sunday.
I'm the griller on Sunday. Every Sunday. I've been doing this for 4.5 years.
Every Sunday you grill.
Sunday.
And it's free.
Of the year.
You can just show up,
rain,
get your stick,
snow, whatever.
Sit down, enjoy your libations, and when you get hungry, go in the back and get inside.
As long as the food lasts.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. We have 13 TVs. We have the NFL package, we have the NBA package. I mean, anything you want to see on TV, we present.
So if I'm in town from New York and I'm a Jets fan, but because I'm in Mississippi, the Jets not gonna be broadcast. It's Saints on TV.
It's gonna be on there.
Somebody can come to you and say, "Will you put the Jets game on one of these TVs?"
Pop. It's on there.
Y'all hear that, everybody? Churchill Cigar Shoppe, 1198 Lakeland Drive,
Absolutely.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Absolutely. So I mean, we just cater to not just the black population, because we do have white
You cater to
clientele as
people.
well. We cater to the people, because at the end of the day, the people are who makes you. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we do the customer appreciation, because it's showing you that we appreciate you come frequently with us and shopping with us and helping us stay in business. So this is just something we give back to you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Take this time to shout out your partners and your staff.
First of all, we want to shout out our staff. We ain't gonna do my partner first. I want to give a shout out to Sharita, which is my #1 bartender / assistant manager /
do whatever the fuck. Sarita is golden, man.
Absolutely.
Sarita is one of the nicest people on the planet.
She's a people person from Chicago, Illinois. She came in.
We ain't gonna hold it together.
And she just gravitated into the business, and she's been there ever since. And you know, it's basically hard to say Churchill without saying her. And she brings a lot of events to the table. She does the Black Dollar Matter, which brings in a whole bunch of black vendors. We have them set up, and you can come in and see this event, and you can see the black vendors in Jackson. So you can't say, "Well, I didn't know there was somebody black that actually did this."
You lying, because we done showed them to you.
Absolutely.
But before I started Good Spirits Bartending Service, Sarita Tatum. Sarita and I and her boyfriend at the time, which is currently her husband, we worked at Olive Garden together in 2011. I've known Sarita that long. And, you know, like T.I. said one time, he said, "Man, I've been in the game 11 years. If I were fake, you'd have found out 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
I've been knowing Sarita 8 years. If she was fake, I'd have found out 7 years ago.
Same person every day.
Sarita, one of the best people I know on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
But continue. I just wanted to insert here.
All right, we have D, which is a young
D
lady.
just had a birthday.
Just had a birthday, but Sharita brought her in. Sarita brought her in. She always get on me because I don't pronounce her name right. It's Sarita. So she brought D in, and D has been another.
She don't never pronounce Bishop's name right. She say asshole, son of a bitch, motherfucker.
That's his name. True story.
Absolutely.
But now D is the other girl that's behind the bar, and I mean, she don't know strangers either. I mean, she love to have a great time. So, you know, when the music kick in, them girls are gonna be entertaining you. They're gonna do what they do, but your drinks are gonna be on point. They're gonna cut your cigar. They're gonna light your cigar. They're gonna make sure your glass stay full. They work as a tandem, and we love them to death. But without them, it wouldn't be Churchill.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that. Now, I'm one of the owners. My name is Anthony Duckworth. I have Richard Earl, which is from St. Louis, and then we have Preston Powell, which is from Kenner, Louisiana. Now these are the three initial owners. Then we have an investor, which is named Daryl Neely, which a lot of people know. Great guy. Everybody has great personalities. We brought it together, and it mixed well.
I like Neely.
And it mixed well. So, and the story is, we all smoked cigars, and one day we were sitting around talking, and we said, "Man, let's open up a cigar shop." So we giving all this money to these guys, and they don't appreciate us. So let's open up something where we can show our people that we appreciate it.
And it was just that simple.
It is just that simple.
Like-minded individuals came together and opened up the cigar shop.
And 5 years running and going on 6, and we still running.
Hey man, you made it past 3 years, you're doing something. You
Well,
had your 5-year anniversary, y'all doing it well.
Yep, and so we do that, and we just appreciate everybody, because you could go anywhere, and we appreciate you coming to see us. And there's other cigar shops in Jackson. It's really 6 other cigar shops in Jackson.
And they're all within 5 miles.
Absolutely.
Jackson, we talked about this 2 episodes ago. Jackson is the capital, but we're not a metropolitan city. We're a large town.
Right.
All of the cigar shops are 5 miles away from each other. So you're basically gonna pick preference, not location.
Exactly. So you said that well than I can say it. So, you know.
I'm a C student, but every now and then I hit them in the good.
Right. So I'm just saying, you know, everything that we do is according to.
Keep going.
Is according to.
That's the GoPro. The camera's still rolling.
Is according to customers. So when you've been in the business as long as I have, you know, I've been in restaurants for over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been a manager for over 30 years. So when you deal with people, you learn the aspects of keeping a person happy and what it takes.
Behavior. Mannerism.
So at the end of the day, bringing all this back to fruition to the bar, it's the same thing. You treat people right and you hope that people understand, I'm not doing this because I just want your money. I'm doing this because you coming in here tonight, you may have had a rough day.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to you today, but I want to be that person that can give you that drink. If you want to sit there and have a conversation for a minute, I can have that conversation with you, understand something. And sometimes I'm going to be able to spit some good knowledge to you. It just might help you. But that's what a great bartender does. A great bartender is attentive enough to you that if you want to have a conversation, I can have that conversation, still wait on other people, and come and say, you know what though? I think if you probably would do this, this might work for you.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. Because that's our job.
That's a wonderful idea, sir, ma'am.
Our job is to make your day. Because we don't know what happened in the run of your day.
Make it better than the last time.
Make it better than the last time. And that's what life is all about.
All right. Mr. Duck, I want to thank you for joining us. Again, we're concluding another episode of Drinkslinger Presents Bar Talk. Mr. Anthony Duckworth, thank you for joining us.
I appreciate
It's
you.
a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. This is one of the best podcasts I've done so far.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.